Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. It is me, Desiree, and today I wanted to share some honorable mentions. So I'm getting ready to do the yearly favorites videos, and I had a few products here that I didn't feel comfortable saying were a yearly favorite. Either I just haven't used them long enough, I just recently discovered them, or I rediscovered them, and they're products I really love, but they came into my life a little later in the year, and I really wanted to give them a shout out still. They just weren't yearly favorite. I just felt funny about it. So I have a few products here. I have six or seven products. The first one, this is actually the product that made me want to do the honorable mentions video. It's from Dermablend, and it is the loose setting powder. So I bought this a while ago. I mean, I have no concept of time. I could have bought this a month ago. I could have bought it 2 years ago. I really don't remember if it was this year or last year or even 2019. It says on the back that it ensures smudge resistance and enhances wearability of Dermablend foundations for up to 16 hours. Of course, I use this with whatever. It is a white translucent powder. I wish I had got the bigger one because it is kind of difficult to get like a brush in there. It's one of those powders that goes everywhere. And of course, any translucent powder, if you use enough of it, it's gonna show up. And I do notice if I use too much of this or I get too much on the brush, I'm not really like blending it enough, it looks a little white on my face. But for the most part, I feel like it's translucent enough. And this powder is so good. Anytime I feel like today I put on a foundation that I'm going to mention, and it's a super dewy. It's very moisturizing. You can see it on your skin. You can't see the foundation, but you can see your skin is super dewy. And I wear a mask at work all day, and that kind of foundation texture with a mask just feels gross. So I pulled out this powder just to kind of mattify my face and just to try something different that this has been just sitting in my collection forever. And I fell in love with it. It mattifies your face, but it also like smooths over your skin. It like blurs it somehow. It also really does help with the longevity of your makeup, especially wearing a mask all day at work. At the end of the day, when I take off that mask, makeup still looks okay. It's so weird. I love this powder. I've been using it every single day. I want to get the bigger one just because it'll have a bigger lid and I feel like I could get a brush in there a little better, because I feel like I make a mess with this every time I use it. But I love it. I swear it smooths over your skin. It gives you like a blurred effect. It's so strange. Love it so much. I really wish I had fallen in love with it way earlier in the year. Another product, oh my goodness. This is something I do want to do a dedicated video on. It is from Hindash, and it's the Beautopsy palette. This palette is that the right way? Yeah. It's on another level. It's out of this world. It's on its own plane out there. It is absolutely incredible. So this is what the palette looks like. It actually goes this way, but it'll be easier just to hold it this way. So each of the powders here has a gradient. So like a darker and a lighter. This one is two pinks or like two red colors. It's a fully matte palette, which I didn't think I was gonna love. And then when I got it, I felt like, oh my God, what do I do with this? I don't know. I just really wanted to try it because everyone said it was really good, and at least the people that I watched that have reviewed it said it was good. And Hindash just does really amazing makeup. Like, he's a true like makeup artist, and he does this look. He has like a signature look, but it's not over the top. It's just gorgeous. And the promotional video for this, like he put out like kind of a commercial, and it was so well done and so nice. I just really wanted to try this. And I was absolutely blown away. I am wearing a few of the shades on my eyes today from this palette. It's amazing. And when I say it's on another level, it truly is. I have never ever used an eyeshadow formula like this before. I can't like understand how it works. I even asked my boyfriend, I was like, wow, how does this work? Tell me how they're doing it. So you can dip into one of the powders and none of the powder is going to fall out. It's so strange, but it will pick up on the brush. The color you see is the color you're going to get, except with the black. The black is black, but it's not scary or intimidating. It's not one that you have to build up a lot either. It's just perfect. You can mix and match the colors freely without having to, let me just bend this back, without having to like wipe your brush off. So I frequently mix and match the colors, and you can mix and match any of them and they all come out good. You can get that black one and dip it with the pink one and it's going to be this beautiful rosy color. There's this really pretty like bluish gray color here that mixes well with everything. I thought that one was going to make colors look muddy, but it doesn't. And you can mix and match the colors without transferring. So you can get this red one here and mix it with that light brown, and the color isn't going to transfer there, but it will be on your brush. I don't know how they did it. So not only is the formula just weird, because it's so strange, like there's literally no fallout. I mean, some of the colors you wouldn't even be able to tell I used them, but I used the heck out of this palette. Not only is the formula great, it blends like a dream. So you can just get your brush, go like this, it works. The color you see is the color you're gonna get. They blend amazingly, and you can mix and match all the colors and they all look good. It's so strange. This palette is absolutely incredible. It is expensive, so I would say unless you already really like makeup, or if you're buying it for someone as a gift, make sure it's someone that already likes makeup, already likes to mix and match stuff like this. But man, really, really well done palette, and I can't wait to do an actual review on it. It's a beautiful product. This is something that I did have most of the year, I think. It's the Milk Makeup Sunshine Skin Tint. So this is what I'm wearing today, of course, with that dermablend powder on top, because this is just a really dewy, almost glossy kind of product. And the reason this is only an honorable mention instead of a yearly favorite is because I don't use it that often. The packaging is over the top. It also comes out in this like ball at the top. It's supposed to like roll on your face, but it doesn't move actually. So when you pump it up from here, it comes out the top and you just kind of have to wipe it on your face. It's really, really weird. But the product is great. It's really, really good. It is SPF 30 sunscreen, and it has a nice oily texture to it, really, really moisturizing on your skin, but also like the perfect amount of pigmentation. So it perfects. I don't wear concealer a lot of the time when I use this because I just really like the coverage that it is. It is light, but it's more than the Glossier one, the Glossier whatever skin tint they have. It's more coverage, I think, than the Dior Backstage Face and Body one, but it's still on the lighter side. But this one I don't use that often because, like I said, I wear a mask all day at work, and wearing something like this feels gross. I really like to have a matte face under a mask. So I only really wear this on the weekends, and only when, you know, every now and then when I pull it out. So it is something I really, really, really like. I can't wait till we're at a point where I can wear something like this every day and feel comfortable with it. But it's just really only a weekend product, but I really, really like it. I wanted to give it a shout out. This is something that I did not realize I would love as much as I did. This is from Tarte, and it's the Quick Stick. I have the shade Rose Gold Luster and Black. So I got this actually in an Allure Beauty box. It is a dual-ended pencil. So on one side you get a black gel liner, and this liner is so good, so good. And the other side you get a cream eyeshadow stick. So this, like I said, this one is Rose Gold. And it's so creamy and so nice. And I thought the shade was going to be kind of boring, but I fell in love with it. I use it all the time. I also used it yesterday. So I just get the cream eyeshadow and I just do this and I fill in my whole entire eyelid. And then I get it above the crease, like not on the brow bone, but you know, that like bone that's right there. I get it right there, and then I kind of pat it out with my finger to kind of, you know, so it's not like a harsh line that I was drawing. And then I love doing this on the lower lash line too. I've never really used cream eyeshadow in that way, I don't think. So I actually pulled out all my other little cream eyeshadows that I have, my little sticks, because I started doing that all the time. I love the way this shiny kind of rose gold color looks on the lower lash line. This is also a really, really good cream eyeshadow formula. It does not crease whatsoever. It's really easy to work with. It sets, but not quickly, so you can blend it around and whatever you want to do. You can also build it up just fine. It also wears all day long on me with no primer. It does not crease whatsoever. And then of course the black liner is awesome. I really, really like this. It's something I never would have purchased if it wasn't for the Allure Beauty box, and I love it. I love it. Immediately I was like, I have to get them all. But one thing I have learned with little sticks like this is not all of the colors are going to blend that nicely. Like the matte shades might not look that good. They might not be as easy to use. So I'm just gonna stick with the one I have, but I love it. I absolutely love it, and I had to shout it out. Okay, I got 3 more products. A mascara that I just love is the Melt Cosmetics Supernatural Lash. So I've been having a hard time with mascaras lately, even some of my #1 favorites like the Surfer Curl from Tarte has been transferring on me. And when I like transferring up here with my lashes touching my skin up here, it leaves all these little black dots and it drives me nuts. Even my boyfriend pointed it out one time when he saw them there. It drives me absolutely crazy because I'll have all this eyeshadow on, then there's black mascara smudges all over the place. I don't know why they started smudging all of a sudden. I want to say it's because I'm wearing a mask all day at work, and you know, when you're breathing and the heat's up here, I feel like it's maybe reheating my mascara or something. I don't know. I have come into a few that didn't do that on me though. The new one from Maybelline, the Colossal Curl Bounce. I love this one. Doesn't transfer at all. But if there's one standout as an honorable mention, it's this one. This is the one that I do have on today. I love it. It makes my lashes look kind of crazy, like all of them. Let me just see if I can zoom in a little bit so you can see. I don't know if you're gonna tell on camera, but it lengthens like really weird, and they're all like kind of different sizes, and some of them are like thicker than others. It kind of makes them look all crazy, and I really, really like it. The first couple of times I didn't like this. I thought it was a little too wet. I thought it didn't build on itself well, and I don't like when you have to wait for a mascara to get good. Luckily, within like the 3rd or 4th use, it was amazing, and it's been that way ever since. It doesn't transfer at all. It doesn't get anywhere, doesn't smudge, flake, or smear either. I haven't used it on the lower lashes just because that wand is a little too big, and I feel like it would just be crazy on the lower lashes, like trying to use it. But I love this mascara, and I'm so glad it worked out. It hasn't smudged on me whatsoever. Definitely a mascara would I recommend. If you're looking for a mascara to make your lashes look long and thick and full and crazy, this is a good one. And it doesn't smudge or anything like that either, which is obviously a plus. A blush that I have to shout out, that I never thought I would actually own, is the MAC Mineralized Blush in the shade Warm Soul. I just never thought I would actually buy a MAC blush because I have purchased one other one from one of their collections. It's like it has like shimmer on it. You know how they have their different types? It's called Extra Dimension Blush. It's just a texture for me that doesn't work for blush. I just don't like it. So this one I bought because the Ulta that I live near started carrying MAC, and I was like, well, I gotta buy something, and then this is what I went for. I love this color. I have been using the heck out of this. I recently closed it and put it away, and I started bringing out some more like super pink metallic kind of blushes. But this one works really well. I was loving this blush paired with the Pat McGrath, their holiday palette, because that palette is like crazy colors, really bright, really like over the top kind of eye looks. And I really loved a blush like this as something, just a little something on the cheeks that wasn't gonna compete with my eyes. It's a really nice, warm color, neutral, a little bit of pink, but not too much, kind of blush color. I love a blush like this. A couple others that I have that go with everything are Benefit Dandelion and Wet n Wild Rosé Champagne. Those are two like my go-tos. When I don't know what to do, I don't want to have overwhelming blush, those are what I go to. And now this one, I really love the formula too. It takes a little to build it up. I feel like if you had darker skin, this might not show up a lot on you, but I like that for my skin tone, especially for what I want it for. I love it. And then the last thing I have to mention is actually something from Jaclyn Cosmetics. This packaging though, I don't like it. It's so chunky. I don't like this like branding that they chose. I just think it looks weird to me. But this is a blush and bronzer duo. I have the shade Sunkissed and Bronze Moment. So it opens up like this, and the mirror sits like this, and it's perfect because it stays open just enough where you don't have to hold it, but it's not gonna fall closed on itself while you're putting your blush on and stuff. I just really like it, and the mirror is nice quality. But of course, I'm talking about the powders. This bronzer and this blush are so beautiful. The formulas are incredible. This is something I never in a million years thought I would actually like. I don't know what I was expecting from this brand, but I wasn't expecting like something incredible. I don't know. I really thought it was gonna be mediocre. I'm sorry. But the formula of these is amazing. Like, they're so soft. They have pigmentation, but it's not over the top. I love that because I can build it up. I can keep dipping back in, and it looks really natural on the skin. The bronzer has like this nice I don't want to say a sheen, but it's not a flat matte bronzer. It has no discernible shimmer or anything like that in it, but I would say it's like almost like a satin, but not satin. Like you can't see shimmer or anything on your face. Am I describing this crazy? It's like a baked one. Oh my god, what am I saying? It's amazing. That's all I gotta say. Not only is the bronzer amazing for my skin tone, the blush also goes really, really well with the bronzer. I rarely find that in duos or palettes that are full face palettes. Not every color works. Like sometimes the bronzer is too yellow or the blushes are too crazy. But these two go really well together. I usually use the Jaclyn Hill My Everything brush. This is the JH06. I love this brush for this bronzer. You just dip in here, you're putting it all over your face, and then you get your little blush with the same brush, and I just put this on. This is the blush and bronzer I'm wearing today. I love it. It's pink, but it's not too pink. It's just a really nice, beautiful formula. I absolutely love this. Of course, I wanted to buy them all, but this is the one that works the best for my skin tone. I just need the one, and I love it, so I wanted to shout it out. So those are my honorable mentions, some products I really, really loved this year. This one I loved most of the year. Everything else was just like towards the end of the year it came into my life, and I wanted to make sure it was mentioned in a favorites style video for end of year. Let me know if you've tried any of these products, what has your experience been, and let me know what some of your honorable mentions are this year. I would love to know. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later in another video. Goodbye.